Okay, hi, Matthew Sudding. Quite exciting. This is my last Matthew channel, My Life on Screen. This whole semester we worked on one project, and that was our SRP, which stands for Senior Research Project. Our Senior Research Project was a final 10-minute film. Last semester, everyone who wanted to direct for the SRP pitched an idea. 6 films were chosen, and then you got into groups from there. I didn't want to direct. I've always wanted to edit for the SRP. And what really made me feel good was going into the pitches, 2 people who wanted to direct actually asked me, and they were like, if you're keen, I want you to edit my film. I was like, sick! I joined the team of this movie called Rebecca, which consisted of me, this other guy Mike, who I've worked on most projects with, and he's really cool. He's a cinematographer.
Cool concept. That's basically, and I saw the potential for some cool shots.
He's Mark for Pete Marisburg. Our director Arnold, who was really cool. Who would have thought that I would get along with a pothead from Goodwood? Not exposing you, Arnold. They don't know your surname, Arnold. Production designer Molly. Oh, at this point in the video, Molly's probably like, oh my goodness. So that wasn't quite the Molly smile, but you get the point. And our producer Emma. We had the best producer in the class. Emma worked her ass off.
Vision was just for it to be super organized, everyone to be fed.
I always knew she was a good producer, but wow. And towards the end, she was so tired. I was just like, I understand, girl. Why am I saying girl? Although we are tight like that here. M wishes we were slightly more than tight. She wishes I was in her tight. Anyway! And it was one of the most professional sets I've ever worked on. To kind of give you a taste of what Rebecca ended up being, this is what you can expect. We started out with Arnold's concept. He then went through like 1 million drafts of scripts to get it to a point where we were all happy with it and like really excited to make this movie. One thing I learned about this film, it is important to work well together, and the fact that we got along so well, at least on a professional level, like we all worked really well together. No one really got mad at one another. Like we had our little tiffs, but they were like silly, and they were always as a group, so like the rest of the group would be like, okay guys, calm down. Another thing I learned, pickups. Oh my god. So pickups is where like you want to shoot extra stuff, reshoot something where there was a mistake. Guys, let your actors know in advance about pickups. When we originally shot, our actor had a beard, and 2 days before we were shooting pickups, he shaved it. If you ever get the chance to see the film, any close-up shots of him where like all you see is like this, it's because those were pickups and we couldn't show like his mouth because he had shaved. And we put on makeup to make it look like he had a beard for wider shots, but it just didn't work in close-ups. Oh my goodness. Another thing I learned. When it comes to editing, although I was editing, everyone else was involved. We had a lot of screenings where they'd like tell me what they'd like and what they don't like so I could fix it. You will never please everybody, and it got to a point where I had to just be like, listen, are we all happy with this cut? Ultimately, I was happy with Rebecca. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get really emotional now, so I'll see you on the flip side, homies. Yeah. Bush.